Hi, 7th grade. Today we're going to be working on an entirely new unit. We're going to be working on the geometry unit for volume and surface area called filling and wrapping. So make sure that you've switched to the filling and wrapping section of your textbook. That looks like this. Okay, today we're going to be working on lesson 1.1, page 8, and that's reviewing volume of prisms. Our gotta check is going to be page 9, C3, and our homework today is the 1.1 volume worksheet. You'll find this attached to your Google Classroom, and our bell ringer today is page 19, number 14. Okay, let's get started. So today we're reviewing volume of prisms, and this should be a relatively easy review for you because it's something you've done before. So lesson 1.1 is going to deal with volume of prisms. And we're going to start by looking at volume of prisms. We're going to look at volume, then we're going to look at surface area, and then we're going to look at how they're connected and what that can mean for us in terms of shapes of objects. So when we think about the volume of an object, the volume is the amount that fits on the inside. So let's say, for example, I have a prism. The volume of a prism is always the length times the width times the height. So as I'm thinking of my prism, and you're going to get very good at drawing prisms in the next couple of weeks. As I think about my prism, if I have a length here and a width and a height, volume is just multiplying those dimensions, okay? Also, when we talk about volume, so volume is the amount that fits inside, so the amount that will fit inside a container. Volume also has a special type of units, so it's going to be using cubic units. So we want to make sure that when we calculate our volumes, we're always calculating and using the correct units. So we should be using cubic units. For example, if I was using a unit like centimeters, a cubic centimeter would look like this, centimeters cubed. Okay, I always want to have the right units. Okay, let's take a look at an example. So I'm going to be doing an example on page 9, and I'm going to be doing letter 1 from letter C. So an example is a prism that has dimensions of 4, 5, and 5. So as I draw out my little prism guy here, it has dimensions. So it has a width of 4, it has a length of 5, and it has a height of 5. So as I do my volume is going to be my length times my width times my height. So 5 times 4 times 5. Okay, this is going to give me 100 cubic units. And in this case, I didn't specify a particular unit, but I have to use a unit in my calculations. So I'm going to just use U for units and units cubed. So that will give me a final calculation for volume. Okay, let's try the gotta check. So the gotta check, so your gotta check is going to be on page 9, and we're going to be doing C3. So the gotta check asks us to find the volume of a container with a length of 10, a width of 15, and a height of 8. Okay, you can pause the video, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the solution. All right, let's take a look at the volume of this object. So as I look at my container, I have kind of a long container here. So it had a length of 10, it had a width of 15, and a height of 8. So if I'm going to calculate my volume, that's going to be the length times the width times the height. Okay, and if I multiply these together, 10 times 15 times 8, I get 1,200. And in this case, they asked us for shipping containers. Okay, so we'll just use cubic units of shipping containers. Okay, that's it. This should be a nice, easy review day for you, you guys. So remember, your homework for today is the volume worksheet of Prisms 1.1, and your bell ringer is page 19, number 14. All right, that's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday's lesson.